bilirubin metabolism and heme catabolism. It's begin with the erythrocytes or blood. The production in the bone marrow is known as erythropoiesis. So the stem cells in the bone marrow will give rise to early embryoblast and then into eventually reticulocytes. And then reticulocytes form erythrocytes, which are our red blood cells. Both reticulocytes and erythrocytes have no nucleus. It means these cells are enucleated. Anyway, these erythrocytes' purpose is to circulate around the body and carry oxygen around. The oxygen and erythrocytes are bound to hemoglobin. The 4 mole of oxygen bound with 1 hemoglobin. The life cycle of erythrocytes is 120 until they eventually get old. When these erythrocytes get old or damaged, cells known as macrophages, which are phagocytes located in the spleen and bone marrow, which engulf these old erythrocytes and degrade them. When the macrophage, spleen and bone marrow degrade the erythrocytes, then it will release a hemoglobin molecule, and it will be broken down into 2 main components, heme, iron, and the globin. Globin is essentially a protein, and so globin is broken down into amino acid, which is then we enter the blood, then we use for erythropoiesis again. On the other hand, heme is broken down in 2 parts, unconjugated bilirubin as well as iron. Iron will re-enter into circulation and we use for erythropoiesis. The unconjugated bilirubin, however, is not recycled and it is to be removed by the body because it is toxic. The unconjugated bilirubin that is produced the yellowish orange color. Unconjugated bilirubin actually a lipid soluble, and so in the blood it requires a protein that carry around. The protein which carry these unconjugated bilirubin around is called albumin. So the albumin carry these unconjugated bilirubin to the liver for further metabolism. The liver have own macrophage which will break down or and damage erythrocytes. So these erythrocytes will broken down again to the heme and globin. Globin will be reused for the erythropoiesis and heme will be broken down into iron and unconjugated bilirubin. Remember, the unconjugated bilirubin is lipid soluble. In the liver, the reaction will take place called conjugation. What happens in conjugation is that the unconjugated bilirubin will be converted into conjugated bilirubin with the addition of glucuronic acid. The conjugated bilirubin is now water soluble. It can be excreted by the liver and bile. So the bile which will contain the conjugated bilirubin to give with bile certain other stuff, eventually to be secreted in the small intestine through common bile duct. Bilirubin in the small intestine, it will travel to a large intestine. The conjugated bilirubin will be converted by the intestinal bacteria to urobilinogen by removing the glucuronic acid through a hydrolysis reduction reaction. Urobilinogen is once again a lipid soluble. Urobilinogen, about 10 to 15%, is absorbed by the blood and bound to the albumin. The remaining 85 to 90% of urobilinogen is quickly oxidized by the other intestinal bacteria to form stercobilin. So this was the conjugated and unconjugated bilirubin. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.